And we're back. Web Hair here. Here to talk about WWE Payback 2020. Yes, Payback a week after SummerSlam.
So many pay-per-view or whatever events, bro.
I mean, SummerSlam is supposed to be one of your biggest cards or biggest pay-per-views,
like
right?
WrestleMania in a way. Like a mini WrestleMania.
Like a mini WrestleMania. The big four are WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. The big four. So now you're having a pay-per-view right a week after it. Kind of takes the steam off of it a little bit. But fuck it, more content for us. So the end of SummerSlam, you had, just like we said, for months, The Fiend won the belt. And then guess who makes his return out of nowhere?
The veneer guy.
The veneer man himself, Roman Reigns with the veneers. Randy Orton actually posted on Instagram, I think it was. He posted the Family Guy episode of Brian with the team. It was hilarious. And then they went at it on social media. But nonetheless, Roman Reigns made his return. He speared The Fiend. He speared Braun Strowman. He has a pretty badass shirt out now. It says, wreck everyone and leave. Kind of reminiscent of the Stone Cold t-shirt where it said, like, kick ass and leave, something like that. Or raise hell and leave, I believe it said. So this leads us to WWE Payback this Sunday, the next pay-per-view. And Vince McMahon, WWE, they didn't fuck around. They put Roman Reigns in the main event right away, bro. Right away.
Not fair. If I was one of those super, like, really, what the fuck? He has to leave, and during the hot stuff about the COVID stuff and everything, and he just comes back whenever he wants to.
And not even long as come back.
Main event,
title shot, bro.
Title shot, more money. I'll be like, what the fuck? Fuck this shit, man. Like,
so he's been gone since March. Okay,
that's a while already.
And we're at the end of August right now. Bro. And he's like, just like you said, not only are you back, brother, but you're on the main event, and you're probably gonna win the championship against the Fiend. Everybody hella pissed off.
Exactly. But if I was Roman Reigns, I'm like, hey, you want me back, or I could go to AEW, or give me a main event, more money,
give me the title, give me the new shirt,
everything, more commercials.
and fix my fucking teeth while you're at
it.
Too.
Yeah,
fix my fucking teeth.
So that's how you got it.
And that's what happened. So now that we have that out of the way, we'll go ahead and give you the spoilers for this card, the current spoilers for it. The match we have on it or the first match we have on right now is Keith Lee against Randy Orton. This is a match that happened on Raw. It was Keith Lee's debut. He got a lot of slack because of his entrance music, not the same, and he had his outfit changed. He even wrote on Twitter because people were blowing up the internet. Keith Lee, where the fuck is your song? Why is your outfit all fucked up? And he said it tied on my hands, whatever the case may be. That match ended in a non-finish, but with Randy Orton winning. This is tough because Randy Orton is red hot. I thought he would win the belt, and now he's facing Keith Lee. Well, what happened is Randy Orton fucked up Drew McIntyre, punted him 3 times on Raw. So it was going to be Randy Orton versus McIntyre for the title, and now it's Randy Orton versus Keith Lee at Payback. It's just tough because Keith Lee can't afford a loss, really. He's brand new to Raw. Usually you don't bury them that quick. And then Randy Orton is red hot. If you want him to keep with the title shot, streak, you need to have him win. So it's a very, very, very weird match to put. The spoilers have Randy winning, which I'm thinking, fuck it. I'm a Randy fan anyways. I do want him to win the belt too. It's just fucked up for Keith Lee because he just came from NXT. He's hot in NXT too. So they have Randy Orton winning it. Do you see that playing out also? Like I said,
they want to continue with Randy Orton's streak or red hot. It makes sense for that to happen, but like you said, if maybe it's not that for Keith Lee, it's not that good scenario because like you come into a new, I guess you could say not organization, but new platform now. Raw, the bigger, obviously the biggest
stage, right?
Yeah, the biggest one of all of them than SmackDown and NXT, whatever. So you come and you're already losing, and it doesn't really look good for
It doesn't
for himself,
It does. That's why it's a match that I wish they wouldn't have made, to be honest.
Yeah, they probably should have done somebody else.
Should have put Keith Lee against a jobber or just someone that could take a loss.
Build them up a little bit. Audience.
Because this one hurts them no matter who loses. Now, if they do another disqualification, that would make sense, but it would suck. It's like now you're doing another disqualification for the pay-per-view. So I guess I'm agreeing with the spoilers. Yeah, I have Randy Orton win to keep his streak, his hot streak, so when he faces McIntyre again. But it just sucks for Keith Lee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Randy Orton's a fan favorite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Keith Lee is too in NXT. But I mean, you're already
yeah. This is the big leagues right now.
Big leagues, yeah.
Big leagues. You know?
Yep.
You're not messing around with the minors no more.
Yeah. Next match you have Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax for the women's tag team championships. This one to me is kind of obvious. They've been teasing Sasha and Bayley breaking up for a little bit since Sasha lost her belt. Baszler and Jax are basically the strongest women in WWE and meanest and crazy looking. So they have Baszler and Nia Jax going over winning the belts. I do too, and I kind of have it in a squash match. I think they're gonna just straight out beat them really easy. They're not gonna give them any momentum. Sasha and Bayley, I'm saying. So yeah, Nia Jax and Baszler are going to win that shit. That one to me is an obvious one, like I said. Baszler's a former MMA fighter. They were pushing her to the moon last year. So
like Ronda, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. So that one, I mean, that's kind of an obvious one. You don't need the spoilers for that. Then you have United States Championship match: Apollo Crews and Bobby Lashley, and they have Apollo Crews going over. And I can see where they'd be doing that. They've been giving Apollo a good little push. Yeah. But I honestly think even though the spoilers say Apollo Crews, I think they're going to give it to Lashley. They made Lashley look super strong on Raw Underground last week. They made him choke out a couple guys, quote unquote. So they say Apollo, but I'm going to say Lashley. Unless somebody causes, like someone interferes or some shit like that. I'm going to say Lashley. Yeah. Do you think the rumors are right on this one, or the spoilers are right on this one?
Bobby Lashley is one of my favorite wrestlers from back in the day. You know?
That shows our age, though. Yeah, he was one of my favorites too.
So Apollo, he's not new. You know, he's been in a while, but there's two heavyweights going at it. It's tough if you want to keep because Apollo has been winning. You know, he's been so.
Keep his momentum.
Yeah. You've been kind of like not hyping him, but building him up. Yep. And then after, I'm guessing after all this, you're gonna make him go back down or lose, and it's not gonna be good for him. He's gonna go have a second, like go in the back, you know.
And to be honest, like to piggyback off you, a win against Lashley is big for Apollo Crews.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Good on his resume, I guess, quote unquote. Yeah. You know? Dirty resume. If there's any.
So that okay, that's very, very true. The main event, which again, they didn't waste no fucking time putting Roman Reigns in the main event. Exactly. They said, "Fuck it, you're back 1 week. 6 days later, you're going to go for the championship." Here's the thing. We'll go straight to it. Roman Reigns, they have him winning the belt. They have him winning the belt straight out. I don't mind Roman Reigns at all,
but.
This is very fast, though. This is very fast. The Fiend just won the belt last week, bro. Let him have some kind of little run, right?
Yeah.
But, again, I'm not hating on Roman Reigns at all. The man took a picture with my niece at a live event. He took a picture with me, too. So I can't hate on Roman Reigns. He's a good dude.
Biased.
Yeah. I love the Fiend. Look at that shit. All the Fiend shit I have in here.
Yeah.
So on that note, though, even though, like I said, nothing against Roman, it's very fast to put him in the picture. Not just in the picture, but then have him win the belt from the Fiend, who everybody loves. It's a little crazy. But, like I was, talking about in the comments on Instagram, follow that shit, the Hair and the Beard podcast on Instagram. People that hate on Roman Reigns, that if they don't want to admit it, Roman Reigns is the chosen one. He's the guy. He's the guy that Vince chose to be his Stone Cold,
John Cena.
to be The Rock, to be John Cena.
Yeah.
He's their guy. He's the guy that Vince chose. So I wouldn't have minded if he was the first one to beat the Fiend, not Goldberg. That's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
It's just the thing is, to give him the belt a week after the Fiend won it, after so many months of them people wanting the Fiend to win it, it'd be kind of crazy. And honestly, people think Roman turned heel. He had a black T-shirt on, just like when we talked about the Stone Cold shirt he was wearing. A similar Stone Cold shirt he was wearing, like Stone Cold did when he turned anti-hero, whatever. People are also saying that Roman Reigns might be the leader of Retribution. all the people in the black suits
Yeah.
fucking everything up, which would be kind of crazy. Roman turning heel, I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea, but making him win the title, making him bury the Fiend. If he does win, I think he'll pin Braun Strowman, not the Fiend. It's a triple threat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Braun Strowman has a 0% chance of winning. Let's just get that out of the way. 0% chance of winning.
Never know.
No.
What if they throw a curveball and we're like Braun Strowman wins and then we're like they make another event for.
Then we're canceled. But yeah, but so an article came out actually earlier this week. There were Braun Strowman was talking about that Vince had a meeting with him saying that you're not ready for the belt, all this shit, which Braun Strowman took to heart. I'm not sure if that was recent time or if that was like a year ago, but he had told him that. And then basically that's what happened. So again, Braun Strowman's not going to win the belt. If anything, the Fiend retains. Either way, Braun Strowman's getting pinned. If the Fiend pins him or if Roman pins him, they're not going to let Roman look weak by getting pinned. They're not going to let the Fiend look weak by getting pinned. Braun Strowman's taking the loss.
Makes more sense if he loses it, but not because of his fault.
Yeah. So even if Roman wins it, maybe the Fiend will be outside of the ring and be like, "Oh fuck, well I didn't get pinned."
Or then make an event between the Fiend and the Reigns in the future. You know?
Exactly. So the way I do see it is, I see if it's true about Roman being the leader of Retribution. Maybe Retribution comes and fucks up the Fiend or whatever, and Braun Strowman carries the Fiend outside, and then Strowman's just all groggy right there. Roman spears him, and that's how he wins. Or if he's not the leader of them, then Roman just straight up beats Braun Strowman. If he pins the Fiend, bro, that's gonna be crazy. I think people will fucking lose their shit. But I'm pretty sure Strowman will take it. He'll take the loss. If the Fiend wins, great. Like I said, I don't mind Roman being champ, bro. It's just they need to wait a little bit. I think it's too early. It's way too early.
No time at all.
But if they want him to be a bad guy, if they want people to boo him and all that again, put the belt on him a week after the Fiend wins it. People are gonna be fucking pissed. So I guess pull the trigger or whatever. If it's my choice, I say let the Fiend carry it for a little bit longer, and then have Roman beat him at Survivor Series or something. But like
you said, if they want him to be a bad guy right away, like they
get people pissed off. Then do it. What do you think should happen?
Yeah, it's too early for me to obviously Roman Reigns to win the title right away, but it's just WWE, bro. Like we may think something like, oh, this is better off if they do this and that, but they do what they want to do.
They do what the fuck they want.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And sometimes they don't take into account like what the fan want or anything. They believe that's the right choice, but you know what I mean. At the end of the day, we're still gonna watch, and whoever wins it, you may be pissed off or not. You're gonna watch it and then fucking see what the fuck happens next week.
Yeah, you'll piss about it, and then you'll watch it next week,
and then be pissed about it again, and then like
it'll be never-ending story.
Yeah, and then wins it again and whatever But I think. It does. It's good for them if Roman Reigns is the champion. Obviously, good for rating. I think it's good for them.
And you touched on another point. It is good for as much as nobody wants to admit it. He brings ratings.
Yeah,
bro.
he does.
Everybody loves him. The kids love him.
But your man was still. I'm coming back. Oh hell yeah! I want you. The title you want it? All right, cool. He's like, you want Bernier the title? What do you want? You know what I mean? Brand new entrance.
New shirt. Fuck
it. Want to recharge the Retribution? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want?
Yeah. Exactly. So write it all down. And Bray Wyatt's like, I just want the belt last week. I don't give a fuck it. Roman, what you want it this week, right? Yeah, fuck it.
Roman, go get his merchandise in the you know what I mean? Online or whatever.
So I totally agree. Like I said, we'd like the Fiend to continue his title reign at least for another week. Yeah. But if Roman wins it, it might be best for business as far as.
Yeah, I think that's what that's their intention.
And he's their guy, so fuck it.
Yeah.
People want to roast us for it, then fuck it. Yeah. But we said our take. That's the way it's going to go. Web hair.